Always great to find giraffes. Certainly one of the most attractive, or one of the most sort of Africa-specific species. More and more of them moving into the thicker stuff. So now we'll move around a bit, try and get one or two other angles in a bit. Let's try and get a bit closer to him again. On thicker stuff now, we might have to just try and find a window through that brush. Move, stay like that. Amazing patterns as well. I mean, it does give them quite a benefit in terms of camouflage. Obviously, a lot of their time they do spend in between trees and thicker areas. That's where they get most of their food. So those sort of block markings actually reminds me a lot of that sort of cracked mud effect you get in old pans. We spoke about it yesterday afternoon briefly. One of those mud waterholes or wallow spots. Very similar pattern to that. A little bit of dappled light in between trees. Even animals as big as these guys, 3-4 meters tall, 12-14 feet, can blend into the environment really well. It does actually give them a fair amount camouflage as well, despite their massive size. Extremely delicate how they very careful browsing. They're eating again knobthorn, the same as she was eating earlier. Very sharp little hook thorns on it, but combination of things. One is that giraffes have obviously got a very tough mouth and lips, and they also have a very thick, almost like a slimy saliva. It also helps to slide and sort of not get hooked in the thorns as easily, as well as the tongue and the mouth being very, very tough. But yet they're still very delicate as well, mostly just picking the leaves off in between the thorns. such a wide variety of leaves they eat as well. It's eating a red bush willow there now. A large percentage of their food does consist of the different acacias, your knop thorns and ankle thorns and sweet thorns and so forth, but they also eat whatever else is available. These combretum leaves that she's browsing are now a little bit sort of harder, brittle leaf, especially earlier in summer when they're still fresh. Good eating, so lots of food types out here for them as well. Well, I think we're going to move on. We had some awesome giraffe viewing. We're going to just move along the side of them as well. Might see one or two more glimpses of them. Certainly was a nice surprise. One of those things where some days it can be quieter, and in the years of guiding, some people can start worrying about it, but all you have to do is just enjoy the space, enjoy driving out, enjoy the smells and the sounds and the sights and the bush itself. Always find animals, they'll appear